I kind of want to just touch on, I guess, the reality of human trafficking. Like it's really sensationalized, especially like in the media. Like you need to be like chained and, locked in a room, and that's kind of how you're sold. People are being sold. That's not really true. No movement is necessary. Like we said, it could be, you could be trafficked online, like, you know, in Brantford and live in Brantford. Pimps, traffickers can be male or female. There's been incidences of both, where it could be friend, it could be family member, it could be a boyfriend. Majority of victims are female from the ages 12 to 25, but that doesn't discount the fact that boys are being trafficked and it may be underreported. So it's definitely likely. People have this misconception that it's usually at-risk youth that are mostly targeted. That's not necessarily true with the introduction of technology. So yes, at-risk youth are more vulnerable, especially if they're homeless, living in poverty, or they don't have good family connections. That is true. But even children who are not monitored at home are equally at risk, especially with technology and the way technology has made kids more accessible to predators. So not to, put fear into people, but the reality is if they have a connection to the internet or a tablet or a phone, people could be getting access to you through Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. There's a lot of apps, Roblox, TikTok. It's really that easy. When there's those social media platforms that your kid is on, they could be at risk, and monitoring that is really important. People think that because they're not tied down that they can just leave. Trafficking looks a lot like a domestic violence relationship. It's a lot of mental and emotional abuse. Why a lady or a woman or a child or a boy or whoever doesn't just leave. It's really hard to just pick up one day when you're dependent on somebody and be like, okay, I'm just gonna go. Because a lot of the times with traffic persons that I've come encounter with, where are they going to live? How are they going to eat? Who's going to clothe them? And they basically relied on this person for their basic necessities, as well as their emotional and mental well-being, like that love and belonging. They relied on that person for that. And when they leave, they may have experienced significant trauma, especially with the persons they're being trafficked to, like the Johns. They could have been physically, mentally, emotionally violent. They could have been degrading and humiliating. And the after effects of somebody being trafficked are really quite significant. So sometimes it takes a really long time for somebody to get the courage to leave.